don't know about you, but I've noticed as I'm starting to get a little bit older, I catch myself wondering where life is going. I feel like I'm young, but I know I'm not young, and each day that changes. We all get old, we grow old. But when we start to see some of our favorite artists and people that we grew up just loving or that gave us great times passing away, kind of sucks. It really lets us know time's flying. Unfortunately, yesterday, June 24th of 2024, we lost Shifty Shellshock, lead singer of Crazy Town. And I'll tell you right now, him and Crazy Town definitely had their moment in the sun, and it was special for a lot of people. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back, music lovers, especially my rock music lovers. That's right. Listen, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so right now. Absolutely hit that button. That will help me and this channel grow. Again, you know the drill. YouTube puts me out there to a more vast audience, and inevitably that's always going to be good for me or any of your favorite creators out there. That support is absolutely huge. So, Shifty Shellshock, Crazy Town. Absolutely, for me and anybody that's my age or even a little bit older, you got to remember that they really gave us a cool moment in time in the early 2000s. And when I hear Crazy Town, absolutely, the first thing that pops in my head is this. Come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. You know, whether you're a fan of Crazy Town or not, you hear that song, I guarantee it's going to bring back some memories in some form or fashion. Whether they're good or bad, I don't know. But that was from their November 1999 release of The Gift of Game. That album came out, and these guys went on tour to support the Red Hot Chili Peppers. In fact, what really hit was Butterfly when it was released as their third single in early 2000. In fact, they actually sampled a Chili Pepper song, Pretty Little Ditty. I mean, it's amazing. Shifty Shellshock and his cool style, little rap flow in that song is absolutely amazing. In fact, I can remember walking around in a little white wife beater, tank top, whatever you called it. That's what we called it at the time. And always spitting that out, thinking I was cool as shit, you know, flowing it out for those girls, you know, come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. And half the time I'd get laughed at, but I didn't care. I was 12 years old, having fun, trying to be the cool guy. When inside, I was really nervous as shit, and I think that was the best way. Sometimes you just have to jump off that cliff and go for stuff. And for me, that's how I was. As I got older, it got easier. I think as we all get older, you know, we're not as self-conscious. But that song, Butterfly, no doubt. Every time I hear it, it takes me back to 12 years old. It takes me back to being carefree in life. It takes me back to knowing that I really didn't have much to worry about. I was just enjoying what I've seen in this world, loving life, and matter of fact, just hearing that song and thinking about those times gives me butterflies in my stomach. You know, Shifty Shellshock was one hell of a guy that you could look at and say, man, that dude's probably badass and probably gets a lot of chicks. That was just his image, and that's kind of how he portrayed himself, and that's probably how he was. I could imagine. Yeah, that dude probably, he had his fair share. I can guarantee that. And matter of fact, I think a lot of us at that young age were like, you know, we want to be that cool guy with the tattoos, the spiky, with the blonde tips, the earrings, just the cool guy. Obviously, we all have that moment, or at least we think we have that moment. Now, Shifty's birth name was Seth Binzer. The dude was only 49 years old. I mean, they found his body, which was yesterday, June 24th, 2024, at his Los Angeles home. You know, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner confirmed his death, but no cause of death yet. But some of the most vivid things I remember are, you know, in the mid-2000s when he was on Celebrity Rehab, that VH1 show that was just absolutely huge, and a lot of washed-up stars from different walks of life, you know, were on that show. And I remember watching it and seeing Shifty, and that was one of the first times I had seen him since Butterfly was huge. And it was kind of like, whoa, holy shit, that's the same guy? Because he really let himself get away. Substance abuse, alcoholism, all that stuff that, well, a lot of humans on this earth go through, and people think that celebrities are immune to that. Psh, they're not immune to nothing. We're all the same. We're people, man, and we can fall victim to our urges and our desires, and that's just what happens. Doesn't matter how much money you got or how famous you are. It happens to a lot of people. And again, I'm not saying that out of ignorance. I mean, I feel for anybody that falls victim to that and just lets herself go where they feel helpless. Again, nobody can get you out of that rut but yourself. But he also followed that up in 2010, and he was on the spin-off show, which was Sober House. Same thing. I mean, this guy was putting himself out there. And again, I'm sure he was tight for money. And I'm sure a lot of these celebrities that were on those shows were tight for money. And they didn't care to put themselves out there like that. But man, you really saw him just getting away from himself. But 49 years old is young, man. At my age, like I said, I'm telling myself, I still feel like I'll be young in 10 years, 20, in my 50s, because I see some guys in their 50s that are in hella shape and getting around. They're just living life. So that's what I tell myself. And I'm sure a lot of you do that too as you're getting older. Like, oh, I still got another 20 years and I'll be good. 49 is young, man. But it's not a long video today. I just, I think I saw that news and I was like, there goes another one. Another one that I remember from my youth, my childhood, that one of those bands that, they never got as big as maybe they wanted to. But Butterfly, obviously their biggest hit. They had a couple other good songs. But I'm not going to sit here and say I was a huge Crazy Town fan and I had their posters on my wall going to their show. But Shifty Shellshock, the guy stood out. If you didn't really like the band besides Butterfly and you saw that dude, he was somebody you were like, man, that's a cool ass dude. I want to be like that. Again, only for image, which is what we do as young children. We want to be like an image that we think we need to portray to be cool or get people to like us or want us around. That was Shifty, man. The dude had an aura about him. Now, he had his dark side, behind the scenes. And I think when it all is said and done and it comes out, I'm sure that's some part of what took his life from him. But either way, dude had an amazing moment in music history, him and his band. The dude did more than a lot of us probably will ever do if we don't go for something big. But again, Shifty Shellshock, 49 years old, man. Just sucks. Sucks for his family. I pray for them, his children. Anybody that loved that guy, I pray for you. God rest his soul. May he rest in peace. And again, thank you for coming and watching. Till next time, go out there and take care of your friends and family. We don't know when that last day is for any of us. If we can die happy, that's great. But if you feel like your life is unfulfilled and there's more to it and you got to do something, you got to break through that wall and go for something. Whatever it is you want to go for, you got to go for it. Because you don't want to be in those last moments regretting anything at all. Till next time, take care of yourself. I'm out.